Okay, this is the 14 amp range test. We're not going to go too crazy with the voltage loss here, but we're going to get it down pretty low. And, you know, we'll follow all the traffic rules, follow the speed limits, you know, keeping up with traffic, all that sort of stuff. This will kind of give you a real range test because, you know, going through the city on start and stop really does a number on the battery. So we'll see how far we can go, because I got my 17 amp in my backpack, so anything this can do, the 17 amp can do, so I'm not worried about getting back. All right. The reason I'm filming all of this is just so you can see what I'm doing and to prove that there's no chicanery. Like, I'm not like, ducking into a Tim Hortons to quickly charge it up or something, you know, some weird thing. All right, here we go. Pedal assist 3. We'll go to 4 and 5 as, you know, necessary outside of the city, or if we need to keep up with traffic. So in the bike lanes, we'll go 3, because that's sort of what you should do anyway. Just because it's a bike lane, like there's people with real bicycles in there. Can't go too fast. And it's fairly early in the morning, and there's not much wind, so that's good. I wanted to leave actually earlier, but the batteries, I forgot to charge them. I have the 2 amp charger just in case, but I don't, you know, we're not going to need it. Oh, she almost zombified. See, bike lane. So we'll stick in the bike lane. Let's go on the standard PAS3. Nothing fancy. But once the bike lanes end, which will be not too far in the future, then I'll have to bump up the speed to keep up with traffic, because we'll be going in the actual lanes, unfortunately. Let me do something. I adjusted the brakes this morning a little bit, just trying to get the last vestiges out. I'm probably going to switch them out later on this afternoon, so they just have to last a little bit longer. The rear one squeaking a bit, but I don't care because they're gone this afternoon, so who cares? geez, we're going into the headwind again, but at least it's less than yesterday. So this is a good range test because we're going into a headwind and going through the city. Stop and go traffic is bad on the battery. So we're giving it a real run for its money. No babying it this time. Because I have to go literally from one end of the city to the other through downtown. So that's, you know, this is sort of like a simulation of like, oh, I gotta get somewhere. Okay, this guy's a winner, so we gotta like, what are you doing, buddy? Like, it's really bad parking, lady. It's really, like, it's not that complicated. You should have just driven into the spot, but alright, whatever. She can learn. That's the thing, is they don't teach parallel parking anymore. For a test for your driver's license, they've done away with it. And you can see the results. It's all on film footage. Hell, I did my driver's license in the 80s in a snowstorm on a 78 Ford Pinto. What the fuck? You kids got it easy. You kids got it. With a manual transmission. Oh, is there a clusterfuck here? Here, I'm gonna see what's going on. Oh, there's some sort of fucking walk or something. Alright, fuck it. Oh, what a bitch. But, alright. I'm gonna have to avoid all this garbage, but that's fine. I can go up the door. It's early enough in the morning that, see, look, it's, you know, reasonable, the traffic, but it won't be for long. And also, I'm going to change out these tires when they burn out. I'm going to get street tires because these knobbies are just silly and create rolling resistance. And they're loud. Like, you don't need knobbies on a street bike. They probably put them on there because they were the cheapest ass things they can do. They always do that. All but e-bike manufacturers. They go, okay, how do we cut $10 off the price so we can make a little profit? See that street that was blocked off is the only decent street to cross downtown. All right. At least they have these new bike lanes now. But, you know, all right, whatever. Yeah, we're going about 36.5 because of the headwind. So this will really kill the battery too. Because we're trying to give you like the worst case sort of scenario here. I don't know if this street lights, I mean, the stoplight is appropriate for the bike lane, but fuck it, I'm not gonna take any chances. Because there's no intersection, there's just, like I said, we're gonna try to stick to the traffic rules, all that sort of stuff. Like, this is like, hi, I'm going to my aunt's in Scarborough. which is like a far suburb of Toronto. Can I do it on this little dinky 14 amp battery? In the headwind. Oh fuck, there's the fuckers again. How the fuck am I gonna get through here, man? I'm just gonna do it, fuck it. I'm just gonna do it.
Alright, so step forward a little bit because you can't pull up here.
Yeah, here, I'll move out of the way for you. There you go. Oh, pedal. It's like I'm running. It's like I think they're letting bicycles through. That's good. Like, I'm all for this sort of stuff, but it's a bad fucking day for it for me. Here, I'll back pedal. I'll pedal backwards and pretend I'm pedaling. I'll pretend I'm pedaling. Thank you. Okay, good. They're doing some sort of circuit. Thank God. All right. Good luck, guys. Oh, and by the way, I'm, giving it a little pedaling as I'm starting out, which I normally do. Like, I'm trying to do a normal run, because that helps the motor save a little juice, and you accelerate harder too. Like, why not get up to speed quicker? Share the road. Uh-oh, I might be going to pedal assist 4 very soon. We'll see if I can wing it, because there's no traffic behind me. I wish I had those batteries charged up earlier, because I'd be leaving at 6 in the morning, like crack of dawn, with even less traffic and less wind. But alright, whatever. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Now the wind's picking up. As soon as the sun comes out, drives the wind. Oh, I can go in the bike lane here. That's fine. So my range estimation on this little dinky battery is maybe 30 kilometers, I'm guessing. 30 to 35. So like, or 32 to 35, 20 miles to 25 miles. It's a guess. especially in this headwind. Because like I said, 14 is like barely on marginal levels for the amount of power. Because remember, I'm at a 1100 watt peak. Now, if I turn down the max amps so that it'll accelerate slower, like say I put it down to 15, which it comes out of the box like that, maybe that might increase the range a few miles because I'm limiting the amount of power max that it can pump out. However, I'm just trying to do it as like a normal rider would. Because chances are you're probably going to be boosting it up to 22 amp. You want that extra power to get up hills and, you know, be normal or whatever. So look, still on the bike lane, still going PAS 3. 36.3. Maybe 22 and a half, I don't know. It's like we're going into a headwind, so it's not going to go 37 or 38, no way. Okay, 5.5 kilometers. 51.5. Well, it's probably more, but we'd have to sit here for 5 minutes. I'm gonna go until it gets to the low 40s probably. I don't want to totally drain it, which is low voltage cutoff at 39 volts, because it's really bad on the battery. But I'll get down there, low 40s, maybe even 40. I have the 2 amp charger with me if I have to go to Tim Hortons, just to sort of maybe charge it for 15 minutes, just to pick it up off the floor so it doesn't damage the battery. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So this is a good test because we're going into a headwind. This is sort of like worst case scenario type stuff. But even in a headwind, we're still hitting 36.1, 0.2, you know, we're still moving. Also, you know, about 14 degrees Celsius, and the optimum temperature for a lithium ion is like 25 or something. So, you know, that also, you know, anything below, you know, say 20 degrees Celsius, you know, you're kind of deep, you know, there's to be slight performance drop, not major. If it was minus 15, okay, yeah, there's I'll cross the street, I think. Let's do this. Let's do this. Because I didn't want to bump up the speed. Because I could have going over that bridge, so I could have gotten the left turn lane properly. But I'm like, we're sticking to the rules. If you're in a bike lane, such as, you know, a downtown bike lane, not in the middle of God's country, then we're going to stick to PAS 3. And then from there, if not, no bike lane, it's PAS 4 or 5. I don't know about PAS 5. You get an extra few kilometers an hour, but is it worth it for that extra 2-3 kilometers an hour? I don't know. I'm going to put it on 4 now. Going up this hill. On a street is just not good for range. I'm on 5. We gotta kind of keep up with traffic here. We're at 44.2 in the headwind. Fucked up. That's the sound of people fucking up. 9 kilometers, 49.6. Well, it's probably over 50 if you stop. 49. See, it's climbing 49.7. This will really kill the battery because it has to accelerate back up the speed. well, give it an extra boost. That's what I was saying. If I ever bought another motorcycle, I'd buy a dirt bike, like an enduro. Not because I even want one, it's just it's fucking necessary in this town. That was one of the reasons I got this bike, because at least it has a full suspension. Although this shock is stiff as fuck, so I'm gonna get that EXE or whatever the hell it is shock, which is a coil spring. I'll get the 850, which is one size down, and it has preload and rebound dampening adjustment on it. Oh, there's a bespoke bike lane coming up, putting it down to 3. $11 kilometers. Yeah, I'm thinking 30. I could get out of this 32, 20 miles, which is probably what you're going to be getting out of this little battery. The way I'm going, and against headwind, there's lots of factors. Like if you're climbing up a mountain, it could be 10 miles you get out of the battery. But that's why I'm varying the speed, right? Because I'm like, okay, not all the streets are going to be like open-ended stuff. It's like, okay, I'm in a bike lane. Okay, well, I'll just go pedal this as 3. Wind's picked up. Well, we're on a bridge. Yeah, I'm going 35.3, so, 22 miles an hour. I lost a mile an hour. Instead of 23, it's, oh fuck, I gotta speed up because of this bullshit. On 5 again. ever come to Toronto, make sure you have a 4x4. Okay, no bike lane, 5. Now, if you live in the country where there's like 0 stop and go traffic, you're probably going to get a lot more range. Because you're not using a lot of juice to get up to speed anymore, because once it gets up to speed, it starts backing down the amps, depending on how fast you're going. Obviously, it doesn't need as many amps on pedal assist 3 to keep speed as it does on pedal assist 5. Nor does it need as long of a, full amperage to get up to that slower speed. So that's why you save battery going slower. Like, I bet you if you just stuck in pedal assist 3, like it just said, okay, I'm fine with 23 miles an hour or whatever, you could probably get maybe close to 30 miles out of this little dinky battery. I'd say so. So I'm really driving this fucker hard. Maybe pedal a little just to keep the speed up. About 50% battery, roughly. Maybe a little more, but 13.5 kilometers. Let's see how many kilometers we get out of this 14 amp. At whatever crazy thing I'm doing right now, which is going up hills on 5 and all through downtown traffic. Like if I'm on roads like this and I just start, say, at this house where there's barely any start and go traffic, you're going to get a lot more range. Definitely. Pushed it by accident, I guess. 50. 50.7. Down that hill. Oh, now I got another big hill to go up. Well, we had the light on. We're doing crazy shit. We're just above 50% at 14.3. So I'm thinking for 30, maybe just a little bit over. To get to my friend's house from my old apartment in Oshawa is 54.6. So the 2 batteries will probably do it no problem. Yeah, we're a little bit over 50. We're about 60% battery, roughly, give or take. I don't know. I'd have to stop, sit there for 5 minutes with the battery off. Maybe when it starts getting really low, I might do that. I'll stop the camera, stop for 5 minutes, let it sit, and see how much we have. Stopping right at the bottom of a hill. That's nice. That'll be good for the battery. At 15.5 kilometers, 47.3 volts. So yeah, about 50, because 47.5 is 50, roughly, 47. Like it says 48 volt battery, but it's not actually 48. The reason they use that nomenclature is because old powered golf carts and stuff like that used to use 12 volt batteries. So, it'd be 12, 24, 36, 48. And that's 2 volts per cell. And 6 cells, there's your 12 volts right there, right? The lithium ion don't have that. They have a nominal of 3.7. So, the calculation's a bit off. It's like 47 point, it depends. If they're, some of them it's 46.8 is 50%, because it has a 3.65 nominal, and some have 3.7. It's all up for debate, basically, what you have. So they just call it 48. Same thing with 52. It's really 51.4 or something like that. 51.5. And some cells are 50.5 because it has 3.6 nominal voltage. So, they just call it 50. They round it up. add some grease to the shock again. Okay, 16.8 kilometers. So that's about 10 miles. A little over. You want to come for a ride, doggy? Oh shit, it looks like it's gonna rain. Fuck, I better get back soon. I might have to end this short. Oh fuck. I didn't see any rain on the radar, but well, what I could do is just start riding back. You know, mileage is mileage. It doesn't matter where I end up. I'll go to Kingston Road, which is just up here, and I'll go back along Kingston Road. Jesus, this road is just fucking horrible. Dodging potholes everywhere. Yeah, I'm not. You know what? This is Brimley. I can go down Brimley to Kingston Road. Yeah, that looks like rain. I better get back. I want to get rained on. We're at 46.4. That's 17.6 kilometers. 46 point, well, it's climbing, yeah, because I'm stopped. So it's like just under 50%. Yeah, I can smell it. I can smell the rain. Yep, we're going back. There's Kingston Road. Okay. That's probably why the wind picked up. Trucking back. I'd get to test the waterproofness of this camera. It's supposedly good to about 7 meters or something. For underwater photography. Well, we're still doing 45.6. Under half a battery, so that's not too bad. Of course, the wind picked up. That doesn't help. See, like roads like this. There's not many stoplights. You know, you don't have to waste battery getting back up to speed. We're at 46.2 at rest. Well, it's climbing, but almost 20 kilometers, 19.3. Well, I guess we'll find out. Because we were climbing. To go east from Toronto, you actually climb a little bit. So now we're going to be going basically downhill a little. But this is a good test because, yeah, look, it rained here recently. Let them both go. There we go. We can get back in the right lane. Unfortunately, the bus has to stop, and that kills my range because he's dicking around at bus stops and shit. So I'm letting him go forward. Does finally run out. I got a brand new 17 amp charged in my backpack. All the speed comes back, all of it. Under load, I'm still getting 1 bar. It's going down to 43.8, 43.9 under load. And I'm going about 43 kilometers an hour. The wind picked up. It's starting to come this way now, into my face. You know, swirling storm clouds. But we're still over 40. Yeah, we're like 26 miles an hour. Probably, maybe, if we're lucky, 40% battery, maybe. I don't know, maybe not even. Too bad. You know, we're over 40. See, if I can kind of avoid this weird traffic and just keep going solid, that'll help the range. I don't have to spend extra juice accelerating. Waterproofed it. I closed up that fucking stupid hole in the controller box, but I just don't want to get wet. Like, it's just pointless if I don't have to. To turn around because these roads are much better to drive on because we're going back downtown now. Yeah, we get like a ton of stoplights, you know. Oh well, at least it's a good test because it's like I'm really doing the worst you can get. Like, no joke. Actually, I should have stayed on Danforth, now that I think about it. You know what? I'm gonna go right. Instead of going along Kingston Road, I should have gone along Danforth, but that's alright, whatever. Because I could go along Mortimer. Maybe what I'll do is when I get to somewhere up here, I'll stop the bike, turn it off for 5 minutes, and then turn it on, and then we can check. I'll see what the mileage is first. Oh, another bespoke bike lane. I'll go down to 3. Oh wow. 3? You know how normally you go 37 when it's fully charged? We get 31.8, so about 20 miles an hour. Just from the loss of voltage. Because I've probably got about 30%, maybe that. Maybe less than that. I'll look at the charts when I get home. What do I got? 24.8 kilometers. Well, at least I'm doing 20. I think this is the lowest I've ever had of the battery. Yeah, I bumped it up to 4. So I can actually get down the road. We're going to be turning soon and getting off this garbage anyway. I'm down to 2 bars resting. 45.1 volts. So yeah, it's getting dead. But I didn't think it would go like what we did though, considering all through Scarborough was just wide open on pedal assist 5. Here, I'll go back to 3 because I'm ahead of those bicycles. I'm going to be turning anyway. I'm going to go back up to 4. Maybe up here. I'll just let it rest for a bit. Let's check the voltage. What are we at? 25.6. Under load, it's going to 44, which is 52 volt low voltage cutoff. And we're doing 32.8, so just over 20 miles an hour. Because now we're not going against the wind, we're just flat. 20.5 miles an hour or something, I don't know. It's definitely sluggish to get up, I'll tell you that. But if you do put it on pedal assist 5, you know, you're at least getting 20 miles an hour. If you're like, oh, I gotta limp home, you know, you're still moving. I'll put it to 4 because there's a guy behind me. See, look, on 4, it still picks up, even at the low battery that it has. Put it on 4 now because there's no bike lane. And what I'll do is, see, under load it's about 42.3. I'll wait till it gets to maybe 41 or something, or I'll tell you what, at 40, when it gets to 42 under load, we'll stop. I'll turn off the camera so you don't have to sit there for 5 minutes. I'll let it sit for 5 minutes and I'll restart the camera. And see, you know, what's the rest. There's a place up here that's a parking lot that's like next to the road, if we can make it. It's not too far. I'm sure we can. This car go ahead of me because we're not not trying to race, you know, we're not trying to keep up with traffic. We're trying to do like a range thing now. I'll let these guys go. Fuck. Okay, there we go. It's a good thing I got mirrors. I can see who's behind me. Okay, we're in 4. Doing about 39 kilometers an hour up this hill. This is a little bit of a hill. It's not big, but still pretty decent. See, I didn't want to do all this stop and go nonsense. Oh well. We're at 27.1 kilometers, so if we can hit that magic 30, I think we can go a little further, but I think you can get your 20 miles out of it, even though we were kind of torturing it. Assist 5. Now this is a little hill. We'll wait till it flattens out a bit. Still getting 42.7 out of it. So you're still going about 26 miles an hour, even at this low battery level. Under load on pedal assist 5, we're down to 41.4 volts. Okay, there's a parking lot on the right hand side for the kids. It's like a school, well, university, whatever. See, without all that stop and go traffic, I know this bike can do better. Like, we're going through downtown metropolitan cities and shit. It's like the worst on the battery. Alright. So I'll stop the camera and leave it off for 5 minutes. Well, I won't leave it off because otherwise it'll reset the trip. Let's see what the trip is. 28.1, 43.9. So I'll turn the camera off and leave it for 5 minutes. Okay, we've let it sit for 5 minutes. We're at 44.4 at 28.1 kilometers. Okay, so look, the guessometer's working. It's showing 1 bar. Wow. So my guess is we have about 30%. I'll put what we have on the screen. I'm going to keep going. I want to get to at least 32 if I can, which is 20 miles. I got an idea of how we're going to do this so that we don't get stuck totally into traffic. Because if it gets too low where I'm going 2 miles an hour and I'm stuck in traffic, that's kind of dangerous. So I may cut it. And then we'll just sort of guess. We'll be like, oh, it's at 42 volts. You know, that's 20%, and it's 35. So, you know, a little bit more at, guess it. So we'll keep going. All right, let's keep going. I'm on 5, by the way, so it's draining whatever's left in there. Well, let's put it on 3. just to see. I like 3 because that gauges, because I know 3 well. So I know at full, I get 37, 38 kilometers an hour, so I can tell, like, oh, how much did we lose? Yeah, we're going like 32.5, so just over 20 miles an hour. So we lost like 5 kilometers an hour at pedal assist 3. So, you know, it kind of shows you what we're dealing with here. 5, 6 kilometers an hour off the top, or whatever the speed is that you've set it at. So you can, if you're limping home, you can go on pedal assist 3 and still sort of function. You know, it's not super fast, but you're at least going close or above 20 miles an hour. You know, that's enough to get you home. Right? So I'm gonna see if we can make it to the end here. Here, I'm gonna go on pedal assist 4. So we're not totally interrupting traffic here, but okay, go back to 3. As soon as it, yeah, if I go 3 under load, it's pulling down to 42.3. When I was going on 4, it was pulling down to 40.5. So yeah, it's like 1 notch. Even though, you know, I'm like, look, we're still moving. It makes all the difference. But yeah, we're basically at the end here. I don't know if I want to go too low, like right to low voltage cutoff, because that's not good for the battery. Like I said, I do have the charger in case. Like, if it becomes dangerous, because look, there's traffic now, because it's not the middle of the you know, the beginning of the morning. If it becomes dangerous, I'll just kill it and pop on the fresh battery, and then lo and behold, I got a whole other fresh battery, and it's the bigger one too, so it stays faster longer. We'll do that test too. I wish I could have gone in Scarborough longer, because I bet you I could have got more mileage out of this thing. What are we at? 29.8, almost 30 kilometers. 42.5. So yeah, that's low. Oh fuck. Oh, it errored out. Yeah, see how it's erroring out? So under load, although we're still moving, I'm like brushing up against the low voltage cutoff. So up here, we'll just make it to the top of Pottery Road. I'll change the battery out. See, if I kind of baby the throttle, I can kind of speed up. So we're bouncing right at the low voltage cutoff here. Going 29 kilometers an hour in pedal assist 3. Yeah, see how it airs? See how it's airing? Here, let me put it to 2. Yeah, putting it to 2 and going 25 or 20. Let's see how low it goes. See, it's kind of dangerous now. There's fucking cars and bullshit. So I'm gonna probably swap it out. I want to get to where the green light is, just up here. We can make it. We can do it, little guy. We're going 23 kilometers an hour. I think is about 14 miles an hour or something. I don't know, something stupid. Okay, we're here. I'm gonna pull off here and I'm gonna swap the battery. Yeah, we're at 40.7 at rest. Like, I don't want to have it. Like, this is kind of dangerous. I wouldn't advise this. I would have stopped it long ago. I've gone 30.5, almost 20 miles. I guarantee you it'll get 20 miles if it wasn't so tortured the way we did it. Anyway, here. I'm going to show you what we're doing. We're just swap it, turn off the key. I'll take off the backpack. We'll unlock the battery. Pull it off. Take out the new one. Pop it on. I have the key on this thing. Lock it on. Switch it on. Turn on the ignition. Turned it on. And look at that, 54.1. Brand new battery. That's the way to do it. All right, there you go. Thanks. Bye.